Today we're going to be looking at our full suite of design to operate within SAP, and we're going to concentrate on the deliver side around the pick, pack, ship area. Now, one of the questions I get quite often from the groups here, and obviously internally and from customers, is where does the intelligence part of the solution come into our full end-to-end design to operate scenario? And what I'm going to do today in this one area of deliver is I'm going to try and bring in some of these elements of intelligence into the intelligent enterprise. What do these actually entail? When we talk about intelligence, we're really talking about the next level of technology and how does that influence what's happening in the execution space. So examples of these are things like machine learning, the use of analytics and big data, of course, to drive those analytics, and also mobile devices and the Internet of Things types devices, such as automated retrieval and put away systems, and things like chatbots and those types of elements. So what I'm going to do is tell you a quick story about how we can use our execution solution in this deliver phase of our execution area, and bring in some of those elements. So to start off with, we're going to tell a bit of a story. We're working for a bike company, and we've just had some great news. Our bike has been previewed in a magazine, and it's selling really, really well. Now, that's great, but as a transportation planner and a warehouse manager, this gives us a few issues. One of the issues it gives us, of course, is our orders are going to go through the roof. Therefore, we need to actually plan for this better. So we can do this using our freight order analysis tools, and again, this is I'll start talking about the intelligence side of it, the analytics tools to show us, what's actually happening here, and of course, alerts around that as well. So we can see that once the days are going up, therefore we need to react to that and do things a little better. So from an execution point of view, here we can see again a mixture of execution and analytics tools, and the solution showing us the new orders that are dropping in. Can we do them or can't we? Where are those orders planned to go from point A to point B? The system can also automatically, using machine learning, take a look at what are the expected lead times of those deliveries which we're planning onto freight orders, in this case in transportation management, to see how are they going to get there. And the ETA, is that realistic? And based on our machine learning, do we need to change that or not? We can also see, of course, starting to talk about our Internet of Things and how we can use these analytics and things better. We can also see a 3D diagram of the vehicles we're expecting to use to see if they're overloaded on axle weight, or they're overloaded in different areas. Can we actually pack these efficiently? And of course, we can run not only optimization to get the best loads in place to the right vehicles, but also within those vehicles, are we optimizing the packages within those vehicles in the best way possible to avoid shipping air through our solution or our actual execution areas? So a couple of different areas of intelligence there: machine learning to look at the lead times, the analytics to bring in the data so we can see where there are issues, and of course the visualization of those vehicles and their paths. Now again, back to our analytics, we can start to look at the cost of those analytics, the cost of those transportation freight orders. Is that going to be the best way of doing things? What's the cost analysis of that? Are we making money? Are we not making money? Are we doing the right things? And again, this can go back to our optimization to try and save money within the organization as such. Now, when it comes to warehousing, again, we have analytics and we have our data here. Let's say now, we need to plan this in the warehouse. So our freight order has been passed to our warehouse solution to generate a transportation unit for picking, and we can see how that's being picked through the warehouse very, very easily using our dashboards. We can also, however, look at the picking side of things as well. How is our picking going from an analytical point of view and the data? How are our resources within the warehouse working? Are they working in the best way? What's the travel distance that we require against them? And those areas of analytics that we can bring into the warehouse itself. What we can also do is we can analyze and optimize using our machine learning and intelligence within the warehousing solution to actually look at which resources should we be using to move to the right areas. So here we have some EWM insights showing us, I should say, extended warehouse management and SAP insights showing us which resources are where in the warehouse, how are they performing, which ones should we be using to do the picking. Now, let's say we've completed our picking in the best way, and we may actually do that via Internet of Things again, with the different devices that we have within the solution, such as a fetch device. This is an example of a video that's available on YouTube connected to SAP EWM. Obviously, many customers connect their put away and retrieval systems, automated robots, and what have you to SAP EWM. That's Internet of Things. Again, this intelligent enterprise reaching out to the other devices that we have. So let's talk about going back to our transport. Again, our driver now has arrived. We can scan the vehicle, and using our yard management areas inside EWM, we can tell the driver that you need to go to this particular location. Everything's planned via transportation management, and this is where you need to pick up that particular bicycle for delivery. Now, what's nice about this is we can also start talking about things like chatbots with that driver. So, for instance, using our mobile app connected to TM, using what we call SAP Copilot, what the driver can do now is basically say, okay, I've picked up that bicycle going for this particular customer, and we can actually say and talk to our mobile device to say, actually, I'm going to navigate to this customer now. Please show me where it is. How am I doing within that delivery? How are we actually going in terms of actual execution? And from a more of a management point of view, and also from a customer management point of view, we can actually take a look at that real time using our global track and trace solution to see how are the events that are expected to occur actually happening for that delivery at any point in time. So again, coming back to this idea of intelligent enterprise, we're using the Internet of Things to get those devices working with Copilot and mobile devices, and obviously displaying that in an analytical way. Now, it also goes into our customers too. So our customers, again, using our chatbot on SAP Copilot, can log in and say, hey, I want to know where my delivery is, how's it going? And of course, because we're tracking this with global track and trace, and we've had an update from the driver to say exactly where we are and how we're going, the customer can see very easily where is that delivery within the solution and how is it getting there. Again, bringing together these intelligent enterprise aspects of Copilot, machine learning, analytics, and obviously connectivity. So just to wrap that up very briefly, a bit of a story about our bikes are selling really well. We've got more orders. Our transportation planner needs to plan them better and get them out there in a better way. And of course, our warehouse manager can manage everything as best as possible to ensure that we're reducing logistics costs and increasing on time and full deliveries using our intelligent enterprise to get the right information, not only to our workers, of course, but to our customers as well. Thank you very much.